Welcome back, everybody, to another video. Today, we are going to get into just a discussion off the last video and some of the comments that were made. And I want to start off by just thanking every single one of you for sharing your insight, your encouragement, your wisdom. You know, I totally did not have any idea the response to me just trying to track this and help others would have such a great response. And it has truly, truly helped me. And I want to go over that a little bit today as it pertains to the weight loss I had in week 1, because, you know, and I'll get into why, you know, I was a little taken back by it, and we'll discuss that. And then we're going to discuss a little bit more about my health history, because I think that sharing some more insight of not only what I have, but what I've been going through and all the elements that come from just basically one specific autoimmune disease. So before we get started, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, so you can be updated every time I do another video. And please, if you feel willing, hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. All right. So different setup today. I didn't bring out the other camera. I thought I would just do this the old-fashioned way, the way I'm used to doing it. I'm gonna start off by just, everybody knows that's been following along already in such a short period of time that I have Crohn's disease. I was diagnosed 25 years ago. I was a single father. I had a 4-year-old son, and it was rough. It was rough. I was very, very ill. It came on very, very quickly. I dealt with it for a year, in and out of the hospital, fluids, medicine, prednisone. I can never take another prednisone pill. That stuff just jacked up my body. I went in for a procedure about a year later. They were going to do some more, another CAT scan of my intestines. And the test that they did, I had to take some oral fluid, and they put fluid the other way. And I'll leave it at that. But when they did that, I literally felt my intestine pop. I didn't know exactly, that it literally bursted, but yeah. So I ended up having emergency surgery where they did a resection, and that has been the beginning of just a long period of time. We're talking 25 years of just dealing with gut issues, intestinal issues, inflammation. And as time has gone on and I've gotten older, it has just piled on me. It has just piled on me. The inflammation, the diarrhea, the nausea. And I think that's why keto flu is like, it's not fun per se, but at the same time, I'm like, I deal with this on a regular, right? The nausea, I had a little bit of nausea today. Today is Wednesday. I guess it's the 13th, the 13th of March. And I had a little bit of nausea today, and I was a little taken back by that. It went away. Maybe I ate too much fat at one time. I put a roast in the crock pot last night, got up and took some to work. I'm going to have some after I make this video, actually. So I feel much better. It went away. So again, you guys always have great insight, and I appreciate it. Constantly learning, constantly growing as a carnivore guy right now. So go ahead and you can let me know all about what you think about that in the comment section. But as it pertains to the last video on the weight, yeah, I mean, again, I've done a lot of research, watched a lot of videos, and I know all of our body types are different. And the one thing that I wanted to do, since I was going to air this all on YouTube and put my journey on YouTube and pictures of my hideous body right now on YouTube and tell hideous stories about my health and my life, I wanted to be 100% completely transparent. So if I feel a certain way about something, I'm going to put it out there. I'm just going to put it out there. And trust me when I say that this journey that I'm on, this quest that I'm on, it's not about my weight. I mean, I would be lying if I told you I didn't want to lose some weight. I've been an athlete my whole life. Like I want to be in shape. I want to get back to the old me, pre-Crohn's, pre-24 years old. I want to be 22 again and be able to do the things that I'd done once before and have the energy. And a lot of people look at, when you use the word diet, you throw the word diet out there, and the first thing that comes to mind is weight loss. With this particular diet, as it pertains right now anyway, it's so much more. It's a healing diet, right? It's a healing process to our bodies. And man, let me tell you, my body is it's damaged. I know it's damaged. So some of the elements outside of Crohn's, some of the things that have developed from that has been the inflammation. The inflammation has caused these like bumps and stuff all over my body. I do the pictures of my back. You guys have seen pictures of my back. It was worse. And I'm used to talking to people that have no sight, and I don't have great sight. So, you can see when I zoom up on my iPad, I see the scars, but scars to me don't bother me. They tell stories, right? That's a story to tell. Those scars have a story to tell. But, there's sometimes I'll get those red blemishes and boils or whatever they are. And I know that's caused from my inflammation. I'll get them on my shoulders. I've been getting them on by my elbow area. I get them by my knees. And it's weird because those areas are where a lot of the inflammation's at. I start to feel a lot of the inflammation. So I find it ironic that I get them in those areas. Allergies are really bad where I live here in Central California. I live in the Central California area. So, the allergies are bad here anyway. The air's not the greatest here. And, that doesn't help a lot, but either does Crohn's and having an autoimmune disorder, right? And you just go down the list. I've had in the last year, I got accepted for this Project Athena Foundation. If you guys are interested to find out more about Project Athena, it's pretty cool. I got to do that last year, and I fought through it. And I had to fight through a lot of adversity just to do it. And I'm going back this year to support some other low vision individuals. Me and my buddy Kenny, we're going to go support them on their mission to do their first one. And I'm pumped. It's a great organization. But right when they accepted me, and then I had a toe issue. My big toe started going bad. I had to have one toenail removed. Was able to be okay on the other one. I had plantar fasciitis. That started off after the first week of training. I got that healed up pretty quickly. The joint pain, the knee pain, obviously all the other issues with the diarrhea. I have enlarged prostate. I have an enlarged prostate. I've been dealing with it for over 2 years, probably going on 3 now. I've been on Flomax. That's the only pill I take at the moment is Flomax. Obviously, I have the colonoscopy coming up just about a week from now. A week tomorrow, I'll be doing the solution to clean myself out. That'll be a fun one. And that's primarily, to get me back on the medicine, Remicade, to do the infusions. And I'm hoping to say, no, I'm going to put a pause on that because I think that I do. And that's the whole point, right? I do feel this diet working in other ways. Is it 100% factual right now for me? No, but I do feel it. I do see it in myself. And that's promising. And there's so many great testimonies in the comment section and advice and insight. I also have another issue that I think is stemming from all the inflammation in the gut, especially in the colon area, with the enlarged prostate on top of it. There's something else happening to my body, and I'll just leave it at that. I end up having a fistula. If you guys know what a fistula is, fistula is usually from your intestine popping out and a hole comes out, and it's a big old deal, right? It's not in my gut. It's not in my intestine. It's somewhere else. I'll just leave it at that. I had surgery on it, but they wanted to do surgery. And if I would have let them do the surgery before I went in November to Florida to do the 120-ish mile adventure across the Keys by kayak and bike, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I'm glad I put it off. So I ended up having the surgery when I got back in December, and it never fully healed. And interesting report. It's going on 2 weeks that I've been on this diet, and it's healing. Just putting that out there. So that was one of the first biggest signs. I was going to share that in my week 2 update video, but since I'm talking about the health and stuff, I thought I'd throw that in there. I'll have more update on that Saturday when I drop that video. Saturday or Sunday, we'll see. But yeah, so, I could see this diet already taking effect. And because of all the amazing comments and insight from you guys, I've been doing deep dives on Crohn's, carnivore, ketovore, all of that. And it is true. My body has not only been through a lot. My diet before doing the carnivore diet, it was eat whatever I want. Depression, right? I just didn't care anymore. I eat cookies, cakes, sweet, man. I was binge eating. Like I come home from work, go right to the pantry, grab a whole bag of chips, pound it. Before that though, I was pretty much on a standard American diet, doing what I usually do, watching my carbs, watching my protein, watching my fat, hitting the gym, through my whole training process. And I noticed that just stuff doesn't work no more. I was going to bring up a book. There was a book my brother got me about 16, 17 years ago. It was a bodybuilding book. In its time, in its prime, I guess it really changed my life on like teaching me how to work out and teaching me how to like do macros and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I look at that book today, I'm like, what a waste of time. But my brother does watch these videos, so shout out to my brother. He's the one who got me that book, and it changed my life for the most part. But it's what got me started eating lean. So this is a big step for me, and I'm very curious to see how all this pans out. So outside of that, right, I got the knee pain, the shoulder pain, the prostate, the Crohn's, the blindness that I have, just to kind of just let everybody know, it's called Stargardt's disease. It's a junior onset of macular degeneration. It's the dry version. There's no cure. I've had it since I was 16 years old. So yeah, I'm pushing a good, 34 years, coming up on 34 years of having Stargardt's. So, it is what it is, but I'm obviously that's not going to get cured. But what I am hoping for in this diet as it pertains to my eyes is slow the process down. And that's good enough for me. Also prevent some of the other stuff, maybe preventing the glaucoma and the retinal detachment and the other things, eye pressure, stuff like that. I'm hoping that it'll help with that. So it may not be able to take care of the macular degeneration, the junior onset that I got, but maybe I could slow things down and just keep what I got up much, much longer. So, I mean, right now I pretty much don't have any central vision. Everything's peripheral. So hopefully that slows it down. Because as I get older, right? I mean, regular adult macular degeneration can kick in, and all this could speed up and spread. So if I can, do things that can control the other elements, oh man, I'm for it. So those are the things I'm thinking off the top of my head right now. Those are the major issues that I'm trying to heal up. And it all starts with my gut. It's gut health. I truly believe it's gut health, I can't even say it. Gut health and testosterone. There you go. Slow down a little bit. And, it's going to take time. And that's the one thing that I learned this week the most in reading your guys' comments and diving deeper and doing more research. And it's patience, right? For someone like me who not only has all these issues, but his body has been through hell. It's got a lot to heal. And I just need to stay course, which that part's easy. I've always been a strong-willed person. Like I set my mind to something, it's getting done. So that day that I watched Kent Carnivore, the video when he was talking about, Crohn's and ulcerative colitis and how it changed his life. And that was it for me. Man. I mean, he really sold it to me. I definitely deal with ulcerative colitis because it comes along with Crohn's 90% of the time. So it just hit me a certain way. And I'm like, okay, March 1st, it's on. And then I decided that I'm going to record it because one, I like to record. There's videos before I started doing the carnivore stuff, and my friend Kenny's an avid runner. He's a legally blind runner, and he's gonna be doing the Boston Marathon. He qualified for the Boston Marathon, so proud of what he's been able to accomplish. So we like recording videos or adventures and stuff like that. But I'm like, I know this. We primarily looked at like independently blind, but man, when I said independently carnivore, I think it was last week, I meant it. Like there's a certain sense of independence that comes from being on this diet. And I have a lot to say. I already got a list of stuff I've already noticed that in my blind life, it's helped. And I'm not even really into the full healing process yet. I'm at the beginning. I'm just a baby in this thing. But Crohn's, it is so hard to hear people have positive testimonies about Crohn's disease. And I found a couple now. And all of them have either been some type of keto-based diet or carnivore. So I'm glad I started this. I'm glad I'm documenting this. Not only for my own behalf, so I have something to reference back to and track my progress, something I've never done when it comes to training and stuff. So this is fun, but being so sick myself and having so many different things wrong with me at my age, I think this is, and I didn't know it until you guys responded, but now I'm like watching all these videos and I'm like, my goodness, these videos, me telling my story, me going through my journey is going to possibly help a lot of people. I know there's a ton of channels out there that are doing it and they're fantastic, man. They're doing so good. Dr. Chavy, Dr. Barry, I always get those two confused, by the way. They're doing such an amazing job. I would love to meet and talk to them at some point. Terry from Homestead, and then I'm meeting all these other new people that are starting at the same time as I am. But to be a reference for Crohn's, to be a supporter of this diet, it's a long ways to go. The verdict's still out for me. I'm week 2 of 90, but I'm very, very, very optimistic. I'm very, very excited. I'm really feeling better. I'm not even there yet, but I can already tell that there's a change happening from the inside, which everybody was talking about this week in the comment section. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'm going to come on here and just talk about that. The fact that you guys are sharing so much information in the comment section, whether it's inside advice, right? That kind of stuff, or just the encouragement. You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea. And I can come from many different aspects of that, right? Because being someone who's been, legally blind now, I've been legally blind technically for 20 years, but I'm assuming I was legally blind a little longer. 20 years ago is when I found out I was legally blind. But the discrimination that I face, the doubters, it's tough sometimes. We got to really advocate for ourselves as being in the legally blind community. So I'm used to adversity, and I know what community can do and build confidence and encouragement. And you guys have gave me that on this journey. So I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. And you guys are hitting on all the points. You guys are being inspiring. You're motivating me. You're educating me. And that's what I'm all about. That's what I'm all about. And in return, and you guys are advocating as well. So those are that's the motto on this channel, is to educate, advocate, motivate, and inspire. And that's my goal. And one day I hope to have the knowledge and the story that I could join you in this great fight and become a great advocate for the cause, to help people heal, whether it's gut issues, emotional issues, weight loss. I mean, I was told, in order to be an inspiration to somebody, you have to be inspired yourself, number one. Number two, and we'll be doing videos on this kind of stuff too, because it's important. Number two, once you make that commitment to something, realize that you're making that commitment, and realize, guess what? You are an inspiration. So everybody who's commented this week, everybody who subscribed to the channel this week and gave me a good data boy or keep it up or some advice and insight on their journey or what I should try to do and look for and all that good stuff, thank you. You're an inspiration. You're motivating me. You're educating, and you're advocating for a cause that has helped and is helping a lot of people. And that's out of this world, man. And to all you that started around the same time, and I've been wanting to do this, I'm going to do this before I get out of here. I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. If you guys are in my comment section, subscribe to this channel, whatever you guys are doing, and you guys have one yourself, so if you're documenting your journey, please let me know in the comments. Let me know so it's easier for me to find you and follow you. I have found one person that's doing it up north. Shout out to you. If you guys want to go follow up north, he's doing his thing. He just made some beef jerky today. Made me so hungry. I'm going to try some beef jerky at some point myself. And he made it out of ribeye. So go check that out. And, let me know. I want to support, follow you, being able to follow your story. And then if you don't, that's fine. Continue to come back week after week as well. And give me your updates in the comment section, because I want to be there for you too. This is pretty darn exciting. I never thought that I would find support in such a time in my life where I'm tired of hurting. You know, it took me a while to accept the blindness and to gain the confidence in my blindness and be the person I am today as a legally blind individual. But man, dealing with this Crohn stuff, I thought I thought this was going to be the thing that always kept me and held me back, because it has held me back from doing certain things and keeping me depressed. But honestly, guys, I thought this was going to be the one thing in my life that killed me. And now I have hope that I'm going to reverse that thought. So that's why it means a lot to me. That's why I appreciate you. I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of your day or evening whenever you watch this. Please, again, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, the like button, all the good stuff. If you have a channel, let me know, or just continue to bless me with your story, because I'm going to try to bless you with mine and hopefully inspire and advocate and do all the fun stuff I love to do here for you. Until then, keep loving each other, and good night.